All right, guys, what's going on? I was actually on live last night, or this morning, I guess I could say, really early, and then I kind of just went off and started talking about some other stuff. Anyway, for the playback, I guess actually want to talk about my son today, Aqua di Joe, Profumo, Raining in Vegas, and I guess SBoy by Soldier Boy, right? I've been seeing a whole bunch of reviews on it now. I don't know if it's some kind of cash grab, but anyway, let's start off with my son of the day today. My son of the day today is Monsieur Musk by Dana. I absolutely love this. It's just a very, very nice musk fragrance. And I woke up this morning and it was raining, right? And in Vegas, guys, we rarely ever get rain. It's like a nice cloudy. It's like pitter patter on the roof. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? What would really be a good rainy day fragrance? Since it never rains here in Vegas, right? And so I kind of just like woke up and I was like, you know what? And I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? Monsieur Musk would really be great for the rain. And whenever it rains here, I always think about this song. Okay, now it's by Trey the Truth. It's called The Rain. Okay, he has two songs. It's called The Rain, and then the other one is called The Rain. But it's from his what's the album? The album cover is him, and it's raining, but it's a really really great song. I guess some lyrics from the song it would be, I would rather kick it with the rain because shit don't ever change. Hey, what's up, Stacks? How you doing, man? What's your son of the day today? Hopefully you're doing well, man. I'm just dude, this is just a quick little live. um oh, I got you, man. I'll actually probably end up sending it to you on Instagram. Okay, so you're at work. I'll actually send you the song on Instagram. And so anyway, he says in the song, uh, I would rather kick it with the rain because it just never changes, right? And I figured it would be. I don't know. It's just whenever it rains here in Vegas, I just always think of that song. It's a really, really beautiful song, and it conveys a really, really nice message. Anyway, I also want to talk about S Boy. So I keep seeing this fragrance on online. It's called S Boy, and I keep seeing all these reviewers they're reviewing it, and I'm thinking to myself, it's got to be some kind of cash grab because Soldier Boy, right? If anybody knows who Soldier Boy is, I mean, he didn't crank that. And I mean, his songs were okay, but then he started playing with his nose a little bit, and he honestly looks like a fiend. Okay, I ain't judging. I'm just saying he looks like I don't know, he looks like a crack fiend to me. Anyway, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know why anyone would want to promote that stuff, but I was actually looking at the price tag for that, and it's like 120 bucks. I mean, that's pretty expensive. I mean, $120, guys. You can get a Amouage tester for like under 120 bucks, and you're gonna get the absolute best quality. So anyway, that's also what I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is Acqua di Gio Profumo. And you know what? I wore this yesterday, and I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised. I got a couple compliments. I think this is the one that's actually discontinued, right? And or they're discontinuing it now. I think you could find this one for like $98 or something like that. I'm actually borrowing this from my friend, and he actually has a pretty decent sized designer. Uh, he has a pretty decent sized designer fragrance collection, and I always go to him for all of my designer needs. I guess if I want to smell something designer, I also have a lot of designers, but I'm kind of more into niche now. But anyway, Acqua di Gio Profumo is, I don't know, it's got like this nice aquatic touch to it, and I can even smell it right here from the atomizer. It's got like this marine note, this salty marine note. I really love the opening. This one is like really. And see, I only wore it one day. It was the first time I ever smelled it, which was yesterday, and it's got like this very mature, smoky uh, vibe to it. right? And when it dries down, it turns into like the salty marine, almost kind of similar to the aquamarine or the Bulgaria, the aqua line. And I don't know, you know what? It's actually pretty nice. I do like the bottle too. It's like a nice sleek black type of deal, magnetic cap. I mean, it's pretty nice, guys. But I masculine in my opinion. And so I'm actually going to be testing it out a lot more. My friend wants a review on this by the end of this week, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get a review out by the end of this week. It's pretty. I wouldn't say it's basic, but like I mean, it's a nice smelling fragrance for sure, guys. So, um, anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so I bought a fragrance or I bought some stuff overseas, right? So I had bought a wash fragrance from a website. It's called Feeling Sexy Australia, and uh, anyway, they shipped it, and it was being held up at customs, right? And I was getting scared because it was a really good deal. It was a deal I couldn't pass up. I mean, the site is legit, right? And they were having a sale, and anyway, I bought it, and it was being held up by customs. I'm like, I emailed them. I'm like, hey, like, do you guys have like the hazardous materials permit to be able to ship, to the United States? Because for all who doesn't know, it's really difficult to ship fragrances internationally. At least here in the U.S., I know we have some kind of deal with Canada, at least where I don't think you need a hazardous materials license to ship fragrance into Canada, and then Canada can also ship here in the U.S. That's why you see a lot of like fragrancebuy.ca and stuff like that. I mean, really popular, really good sites where you can find discounted fragrance at a really good deal, and then they ship here obviously to the U.S. and I'm sure vice versa with U.S. to Canada and stuff like that. But anyway, so it finally cleared customs, and I had went live earlier this morning, and it was still stuck at customs, but of course, it's coming through DHL, which is, if not probably the worst shipping service provider I have ever come across. Let me tell you guys right now, especially buying from like perfumeonline.ca or I think it's called, yeah, I think it's, or fragrancebuy.ca. They always ship, for some reason, they always ship through DHL, right? And so DHL, or they always require a signature. So DHL, what they like to do is they don't like to do their job correct. And oh, you said, oh, what's up, Unaverage Joe? You gotta, they say, hey, gotta try that SBoy. Uh, Oop, hold on. The series going crazy right now. I hope you guys could hear that. Yeah, I actually do want to try SBoy. Um, I don't know, guys. I just coming from Soldier Boy, he was playing with his nose. So if you guys don't know what that means, just look that up online. I'm not gonna say pretty much what that means here because I'm sure I'll get a strike on my channel. But he was playing with his nose for sure, and I don't know, he's just weird to me, guys. But I'm not gonna let that deter me from trying his fragrance. But anyway, talking about DHL here. Uh, DHL requires a signature, right? And then they'll send you emails like, "Oh, sign this to, release the signature so we can just drop it off at your door and then you don't have to sign." Well, they'll continue to send you those emails. Well, no, I actually want I want to sign for my package. And pretty much what they'll do is they'll just drop it off at your door and then forward your signature. And if that happens, I never got the package. I didn't sign for it. You know what I mean? So, uh, not trying to be petty, but guys, I'm just forewarn, DHL, at least here in the States, they're bad. And I also wanted to touch on, I had made a community post yesterday, and somebody commented about my dogs, right? So I guess let me talk about my dogs real quick. So when I made that community post on Memoir Man and Bautista actually put me on that one because he said that that was his scent of the day for Halloween, right? And I really got curious because the way that he was describing what Memoir Man uh, was, I mean, it sounded like something I would really enjoy. And what's up, man? What's up, Tony? I see you, bro. What's up? What's up, man? It's raining here in Vegas. We need the rain, or at least it's raining on my side of town. We really need the rain. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Memoir Man. He was describing Memoir Man, and so I went online. And what I'm actually gonna do, guys, is I think I'm gonna make a video on like how I get my fragrances, where I shop for my fragrances, because I don't hear this enough. Like, I really scour for deals. I really try to look for the best deals because I'm all about saving money. And I think we all should be, unless you have the bankroll to spend. Um, oh, you said it's not raining over on the south side yet, dude. It's coming down hard on the north. It's coming down hard on the north, man. I wish I could show you, twist this computer around and show you, but the one thing about this MacBook that I have, right? So I have bought this thing pretty much because I need a computer, but also like I really wanted to do video editing with it, right? And it accomplishes all of those needs for me 100%. The one thing I do not understand is the webcam is so bad. I know it looks like I'm probably recording from a potato right now. Um, it's supposed to be a 1080p webcam, but I'm telling you guys, it does not look like that. And the camera that I use to film my videos with is a Sony ZV-1. So if anybody was wondering, it's a Sony ZV-1. It records in 4K. It also records in 1080p, 60 frames per second. But I record at 24 frames per second, 4K. If anybody wants to know that information, I'm not really big on cameras. I don't know all the technical details and aspects of it, but apparently you can use the Sony ZV-1 to do webcam. So I want to try to figure out a way to pretty much use the camera so I can get better live streams. What's up, Jake? Gora, I see you, man. Perfume guy. I guess you can't say I'm the perfume guy unless you talk about me, but I don't know, man. I'm more of a, you know, just a guy that likes fragrances, to be honest. I like to talk about it, and I like to spread the word. It's like spreading the word, like religion. But so, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about Memoir Man and how I found a good deal. I actually found a really good deal on that on Reddit, guys. Believe it or not. Oh, you said just kidding. Uh, no, man. No, you good, dude. In the comment section over here, it's like I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not. So it's like, obviously you see me, I see you, but I don't see you like in person. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I found a really, really good deal on Reddit. And what I was saying before is I want to make a video on like where to find the best deals. And guys, let me tell you something right now. You can find really, really, really good deals on Reddit Fragrance Swap, or those fragrance groups on like Facebook. I mean, you can find outstanding deals. And you can find deals to where you think it's too good to be true, but it's actually true. All right. Now, I always like to say if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But really, if you do your research and you know what you're looking for, especially on Reddit, because I know a lot of people that know what Reddit is, but they're not really hip to it and they don't know how to navigate it, especially those fragrance swap sites. And I really want to make a video, an in-depth video on how to buy and pretty much trade, swap, sell your own fragrances. Um, uh, on Reddit. And hold on, yeah, Bren Lynch says evening. Coincidentally, I hit the dreaded custom SmackDown and three frags in the same time frame from two stateside, and I have caught and called out occasion drops at the door, no bell or knock. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's it's crazy. It's crazy with the DHL and these things because they don't knock or nothing. They're just lazy, in my opinion. And look, I'm not a delivery driver. I've never done delivery driver services, so I'm pretty sure they have a whole bunch of packages that they gotta, you know, do. But I mean, If you're talking like you're paying $200-300 for a fragrance, I I want you to knock. I want a sign from a package, because number one, either they're gonna forge the signature for you and then just leave it at your door, not even try to hide it, or uh, they'll just be like, "Oh, we tried and we're not here right now, or you're not here right now. So come pick it up all the way across town at one of our warehouses where you can just pick your package up." Which honestly, I would rather do that, especially if it's something that's discontinued or if it's a really expensive fragrance. Hold on, the comments are blowing up. He said you review SBoy already. I have not reviewed SBoy already. I was just talking about SBoy, how I thought it was funny that Soldier Boy is coming out with his own fragrance, which honestly, it's cool. If he can, honestly, I would love to see Soldier Boy just get out of the rap game and just, if he wants to go into fragrances, I would love to see that because I think that he's a terrible rapper. He had some hits when I was like in middle school, sixth grade, seventh grade. He had the crank that and everything else. I'm really the only thing I remember from him is crank that. But no, I have not reviewed S Boy yet. I want to get a decant of S Boy. I just want to see what the hype is about. To be honest. And Jay Gore said it well. It's totally different in here in my country about fragrances. Rich people use it for me. Use it for me as a student. I use perfumes cost $2 maximum. I mean, you know what? If they cost $2 maximum, if they smell good, that's all that matters really. And you said you've been wanting to try that one. Have a fragrance, give me a rich vibe. I do have a fragrance that could give you a rich vibe. Honestly, uh, like a rich, like money rich, like Trump rich. Hmm, honestly, probably like the Guerlain's La Instinct, the Eau de Parfum version. That gives off like masculine, rich, but it's not that expensive. I think you could find it for maybe. I got my bottle. It was the elongated bottle. I wish I had it here. I'll go grab it, but I don't. I think I picked that one up for maybe 25-35 bucks. It's not a huge projector, but it lasts forever. Um, and you said random. Tony, you said I work for UPS and we always knock. Amazon and DHL never knocks. Yeah, they don't, man. Honestly, but I will say, okay, I ordered from you. You said you work for UPS. Okay, I ordered from UPS one time, right? And I think fragrance by, or I think it's called perfumeonline.ca. They use UPS. And UPS, they did this. Now, so Tony, just hear me out, okay? I'm not hating. What they did is they delivered the package. They put it right in the middle of my they like I have a garage, right? They put it right in the middle of the garage. They didn't even have the decency to walk up the steps and put it and hide it behind the little door thing that I got. So it was just sitting there when I got home. And I remember what the that one was. It was Encre Noir a la Extreme. Okay. I had made a video about that months ago. But anyway, that was that fragrance. They just put it right there just for all the thieves to come and snatch it up. And you know what? When if they snatched it up, they would have loved it. But there ain't no hate here. You know what I mean? Amazon, they never knock. Normally, with Amazon, it's like I uh I'll be outside doing like, I don't know, doing whatever, cleaning the car, doing yard work or whatever, and they'll pull up in their Amazon delivery van and uh they'll be like, "Oh, hello, sir. How are you doing today?" And then, they have the package, and I'm like, "Ooh, like, is this, are you blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, sir." So you said it's all the new drivers that suck. They don't train them right anymore. That's, dude. I can understand, man. Trust me. Same way in my job too here now too nowadays. Also, I feel like maybe it's this generation. Because I know you're a lot older than I am. See, I'm only 26 years old, about to be 27 here in a couple months, and I feel like a worth ethic, it's just not there anymore. It really isn't. Uh, They always want to do the easy way, the less. I mean, work smarter, not harder, but it's a package. Somebody paid their hard-earned money for it, so it's like they baby the new guys. I'm sure, man, because people complain about everything nowadays. People complain about everything nowadays. Are you guys union, or do you guys have a union or not? Because I know for my job, I know we have a union, and um, people be filing grievances left and right over dumb stuff. Seriously, over dumb stuff. Yes, Teamsters. Yeah, we're Teamsters too, man. Uh, how have they been treating you guys? Because I mean, I think they try. I think they do a pretty good job, but it's like I don't know. They always hold meetings like because I work swing, so they always hold meetings like when I'm at work, so it kind of sucks. Um, but oh yeah, you know what? Let me talk about the dogs because I think I went off topic there for a second. Oh, hold on. Bren Lynch said, to be honest, this whole COVID thing has messed up logistics big time. Noticed a huge decline in service and delivery times, overworked for sure. And Tony said, I love Teamsters, but UPS management sucks. I'm sure. And to reply to Bren Lynch, um, yeah, man, I think they use the COVID still, and that's an excuse that they use. Um, but yeah, overworked. The pay, the hourly rate is not there. Because sometimes I mean it's like inflation is crazy nowadays, right? And I feel like they've laid a lot of people off just because of COVID, which was stupid. I really think it was stupid, but I guess it was like they shut the whole country down, and then they rehired people, but they didn't raise the wages. They expect more from you, and there's little to no opportunity for advancement. Um, Given the particular job, like in my job, I feel like there is lots of room to advance, especially if you want to like learn more things, how to do more things, and I guess broaden your scope of what your skill set is. Because I work at a job where not everybody can do it. I have a skill, but I work with my hands a lot. That's why, like, my hands are always cut. Like, you can't see the cut here, but I think if you look at that photo when I posted Oud Amazing, my hands were looking crazy, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, let me talk about my dog. So in that post where I had posted Memoir Man by Amouage, the little guy in the red sweater, his name is Mr. Sprinkles. And he's an old boy. I think he's maybe 11 years old, and you can tell how old a dog is like in his face. So I wish I had a picture of him when he was a little puppy, but you know, uh he's grayed out. You know what I mean? His face is all gray. He's got joint problems now. He's an old man. We actually wanted to name him Pharaoh, and my sister and my mom, they're like, no, Mr. Sprinkles. Mr. Sprinkles. That would be like the perfect name. So we went with Mr. Sprinkles. And then in the photo where I had posted the Acqua de Joe Profumo, her name is Luna, and she is well, they're both Chihuahuas, and I'm forgetting three other dogs. You'll probably see them later on in the video because um, I have a doggy perfume that I have a doggy perfume that I want to do a review on, and I'm still trying to choose which one of the dogs that I'm going to use for that. But I mean, it smells absolutely amazing. It's like a jasmine scented doggy cologne, but yeah, Luna is like a little chihuahua, like a 3-pounder chihuahua. And the funniest thing, this is the cutest thing. She does the cutest thing when she wants attention, right? Is she'll like look at you and growl. And I actually have a video of this morning. I was eating a muffin, and normally when I eat, Luna's like, a ride or die type of dog. So she always follows you around the house, and she has a cute little bark and stuff like that. So I put her on my lap while I was eating a muffin. I bought it. We went to the store. We bought it from Costco, and she'll growl at you, and then you got to put your hand, like, growl as like a cute growl, not as a intimidating growl. She's not intimidating anyway, but you have to pet her, and then she'll be quiet. But yeah, I have a video about that, so I'll probably post that. If I can post a video on my story, maybe I'll do that. And Bren Lynch, you said management sucks. Period. That part of their job description, I reckon. The thing with management, and I find this to be true in almost every single job I've worked at, right? They don't know what's going on. They have no idea what's going on because, like, I feel like they think that they know just because they have a degree, or they have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or even a doctor's degree in management. They have no idea what is going on because either, number one, they've never worked that job before, right? You'll find a lot of, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know this. They've worked, or they applied for that job, and just because that they have a degree from a school, that automatically makes them qualified. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. But it's just, you know, it's yeah, yeah, exactly, man. I mean, you said that's entirely my point. Yeah, exactly. Same thing goes with military. I love the military. My brother and sister served in the army, and they didn't get their degrees before they joined, so they didn't go as officers. They just went in as regular, I guess, enlisted, right? And same thing, guys. You go get a degree, and all of a sudden they're in charge of enlisted men that have already been in there for years and years and years, and they think that they already know how to do the job. No, you don't. You just join. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But then also it's like, because and even I've kind of went through this too, a little bit, but I can kind of I guess relate to, like, my sister right now. She has a degree, and she just got out the military, and she was doing healthcare stuff, and she wants to apply for a healthcare job, right? But she already knows, she has the experience and stuff like that. But they're asking for like 4 years experience with, um, a bachelor's degree, but then it don't pay. You look at the pay for it, and it's like $16 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, stupid. But yet you can go for like a management position or like an admin position and get paid up the wazoo. However, I think that would be salary. So they're, of course, what they're going to do is they're going to make you work a whole bunch of overtime and then not pay you for it. That's kind of what I see. Um, but yeah, I just making this quick little live. I'm still testing out Oud Mazing by Montel. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. And one of my cool guys, I watch. We talk all the time off of Instagram, and he actually sent me that sample of Oud Mazing, and it's great, guy. I mean, it's really good. I think the only thing that I don't really like about it, and you'll probably hear about this in my review if I can remember to tell you guys this, there is like a plum note or a fig note in there that just on my skin, it doesn't really, it doesn't gel correct with me. But as far as that goes, I mean, the fig note lasts only a couple seconds, or a couple minutes, and then it's gone. But it lasts forever, man. It lasts forever. See, Bren Lynch, you said, damn, I'm all about healthcare, and they put bow ticking and courses over actually hands on care for the desperate people who are crying out for it. In fact, true. 100% correct. 100% correct. Um, it's just like just like in my, that's box. Yeah, dude. I mean, I totally agree. It's just like, because, like, I feel like, you know, especially in those kind of jobs, you need the hands on. And there's schools where you can go and get hands-on, but the majority of it is actually classwork and schoolwork and stuff like that. And I can actually give you guys an example, I guess here is when I was going to school because I really wanted to be a teacher, right? My mom was a teacher for many, many years, and she's been retired for maybe 5, 6 years now. But I really want to be a teacher, but you got to go to school and take your basics. So I got out of high school, right? And then I directly went right into college. Now I was working 3 jobs at the time, and it was extremely difficult. And even now, and they changed the how to get because I had a scholarship, Millennium Scholarship, guys, here in Las Vegas. If you graduate from a high school with good enough grades, I guess C's, B's, and A's, then you get the Millennium Scholarship, which is like $10,000 put toward community college or whatever. So like I went to school and they made you take all of the other courses that you had just finished taking all over again. Now this is all classwork. This isn't student teaching, this isn't hands-on, this isn't classroom management, this isn't teaching law, this or the law, I guess, in terms for as teachers, right? And there was no hands-on. So when you get to the job, especially, I think this really applies to really any job. You get there and they're going to train you how they want you to do it. So pretty much like college is just, in my opinion, unless like you want to be a doctor or something like that, where you need a degree, they're going to train you how they want you to do it, regardless. Regardless, however, that you were taught in school, they're going to show you this is how we do it. This is how we want you to do it. So, but yeah. Um, And then I eventually started doing my student teaching and stuff like that, and then realized, you know what? I don't want to teach these kids, especially here in Vegas, because they don't pay enough, man. They don't pay enough in Vegas. Teachers are overworked, and regardless of whatever you want to think about how teachers are, there really is no creativity anymore. I remember my mom, right? And I just give you guys this example. I know we're kind of going off topic here, but it's okay. It's a live stream. It is what it is. But teachers back in the day, I remember I was excited to go to school. I was excited to go to a particular teacher's class because he or she made it really interesting, and they made you want to be there. And now I feel like, and this might not be the teacher's fault, but they are totally stripped of their creativity. They can't really make up lesson plans the way that they want to. Classroom management is a total joke. You cannot discipline these kids. And even at the job that I work at now, um, I don't work with students. I don't work with kids, but I work on vehicles that may transport students. So, um, and you know, I don't know, number 1, I don't know how the bus drivers do it. I don't know how they deal with it. Number 2, I don't know how the teachers deal with it. And number 3, the admin is crazy. I don't I just they rather take the kid side than the teacher side because the kids are their money makers. The more kids that show up to school, the more kids that are attend or that are present in the classroom, the more money that they get, at least here in Nevada, for Clark County. And it just blows my mind because the kids are literally the money, the dough, and they don't want to ruin their money. They don't want to ruin what the cash cow. Also, so that's pretty much my whole thing. I don't know how I just got into teaching and whatever, but I guess that was cool, right? I also want to talk about something else. So I was watching a fragrance guy on YouTube, and you know what? If I can find his channel, I'll go ahead and link it down in the description below. I think he's a really cool guy. He does really, really great work, as far as like how he edits his videos and stuff like that, and he's creating these topics to where I feel like they're really good, they're really good original topics that really don't get talked about much. But anyway, I was watching one video and he said the 12-hour date. The 12-hour date. Oh man. And he was talking like you know, you're a guy and you're gonna go on a 12-hour date with a woman. And I was thinking to myself, I could never do that. I could never go on a 12-hour date ever. That's a long time. That's half a day. 12 hours. What are you guys gonna do for 12 hours on a date? Guys, I can only stand maybe 2 hours. That's it. Before I'm kind of like I'm itching to go home. You know what I mean? And he had some funny ideas in there. Pretty much like he was talking about fragrances and like which ones to wear. You know, at a particular time of day, and uh, there was like three of them, and I kind of forget, but. 12-hour date at Disneyland? Dude, have you seen the prices of Disneyland? Like, my family just went to Disney World. I decided not to go because I didn't want to take the time off of work, and um, I don't know. I just $120 for what? One person? Woo, that's a lot. That's not even including food, lodging, travel. Um, but oof. Ooh. Yeah, Disneyland. I have been to Disneyland though. I will say Disneyland, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie. I really liked the you said your sisters just got back from Disney. Did they like it? Cause whenever I go to Disneyland, the ride I really like is Pirates of the Caribbean. I love going on that ride. I just think it's like the coolest thing ever. You go on a little boat and then you float through the little attraction. You get to see Johnny Depp and stuff, or Captain Jack or whatever his name is. And I just think I love going there for like the special effects and stuff like that. The food is ridiculous, ridiculously expensive. I think they have a restaurant in Disneyland to where like I really wanted to. You said no matter how old you are, Disneyland is always fun. You know what? It is. Have Tony, have you ever ridden on the I'm sure you have. It's Space Mountain. And I only got to ride that ride one time, but the lights were on because they had a problem with the special effects, and the track on the inside of that place, it was crazy. Like it looked like you were gonna hit like a rail. You know what I mean? You're going around those loops and stuff in there, and like I'm, ducking my head like this. Um, you said mine too. Euro Disney couple days ago. Crazy coincidence. Mine too. Euro Disney couple days ago. Crazy coincidence. Seems like everybody's going to Disney. My coworker actually, he just got back from Disney, um, with his wife and his kids. So I guess this is the time of year to go. I guess I have no idea, but yeah, it said I haven't been to the new Galaxy Edge and all the Star Wars stuff. Me either. My dad was actually in Disney World in Florida, right? And he said that Star Wars stuff. He said that was pretty cool, especially the Millennium Falcon. Like he showed me a picture, and it was humongous. I was like, wow. And then one of the TIE fighters too. Like, and I was like standing up there, and I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not a really big Star Wars fan though. I like Star Trek, to be honest. I know I'm probably gonna get hate for that, but I like Star Trek. So I you said, yeah, my family loved all the rides there in Galaxy's Edge. Dude, I'm sure, man. I'm sure it was like you were transported into a different time. You're transported into like Star Wars. th- you guys have ever played Battlefront? Or maybe no, it's not Battlefield, but it's Battlefront. You said I like this new Star Trek movies; those are good. They are good. I like the old stuff too, but I do like it how they remade the new ones and then put the like new special effects in there, and then of course they have like all the new actors and stuff. Really good actors. I actually recently saw Black Adam about a week ago, and that was a really good movie. That was a really good movie. I was laughing in that movie in the movie theater. So Have you seen Black Adam yet? Has anybody seen Black Adam yet? Because it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. The Rock. It seems like The Rock is just always in. He's like in everything nowadays. He must be a really easy actor to kind of work with. Um, he said Star Trek was the best back in the day. How far back are we talking about, man? Because I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was because I was born in '96, and you might be a little bit older than I am, or maybe you're a lot older than I am. I have no idea. So well, I just remember my dad. He always talked about it when he was growing up, watching it when he was a little kid, and he's old. I mean, he's not like really old, but like he's 60. He's 64. He doesn't look 64 though. He looks like he's 35 for real. But he said it was from the 60s, young fella. Damn. Young fella. I am young, man. I am young, but I feel mentally, I feel old. Mentally, I feel like I'm like 45. Serious. My body, I feel like of course my body feels, young, but my mind, the way I think, I feel old. But maybe that's a good thing. And Tony, you said I haven't seen Black Adam, but I need to and can't wait for Black Panther this weekend. Man, what'd you think about the first Black Panther? Okay. I fell asleep during that movie. The first Black Panther movie. I fell asleep. Um I fell asleep during the first Black Panther movie. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It was just way too long. I felt like they could have shaved down like 30 minutes of that movie because if I can remember correctly, it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I was just, yeah, I just, you know what I mean. And I think I believe if I can remember, you thought it was pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought the story was cool, but I think it was toward the end when it had the boss fight. I don't know all the names. I'm not really big into Marvel and I'm not really big into DC, but I felt like the CGI could have been a little bit better, to be honest. I feel like with Marvel nowadays, like they're putting out so many movies, like I wish they would just take their time a little bit. I'm sure they have like multiple studios working on them and stuff like that too. So I mean, I can't complain. You said Tony said they should have had a little more action and fighting. Yeah, they really should have. I like dialogue is always cool, but when it's just all dialogue, it starts to more feel like a drama the more than an action movie to me. But everybody was going crazy about that Jordan kid, one of the main characters. I think he was the villain in that movie. I forget his name. His name in real life. Said, "What's up, Julio? What's up, man? You said I'm surprised that The Rock doesn't have a cologne out yet. You know what? I am too, to be honest. I am too. I wonder I wonder if he actually did come out with a cologne. I wonder what it would be, to be honest. I wonder what he would name it. He'd probably name it The Rock or something, maybe have a picture of a rock or something. And Tony said Michael B. Jordan. Yes, that's right. I remember all the ladies were going crazy. They were fiending for some Michael B. Jordan. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, he's a pretty good looking guy. But you know, um, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If I see a good looking girl, good looking guy, I'll say, hey, they look good. Um, yeah. I know, right, Julio? He has everything else already. Yes, facts. And Bren Lynch said, "Yeah, we want to smell what the Rock is cooking." Hell yeah! So, Julio said, "I like the movie Faster." What is that movie about? I think I've seen that movie. Is it about a train or something like that? Because I don't remember. It sounds like an old movie. I'm drinking on some jasmine green tea, guys. one of my one of the notes in a fragrance I do not like, but I'm drinking the green tea version of it. So it tastes pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I like jasmine rice too, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and for like for Halloween, I was gonna do a graveyard episode, but like I guess it's really dangerous to go to graveyard sites at night, and yeah, I'm not really trying to take that risk, guys. To be honest with you, um, I had my pole with me, but I never want to use it. So then imagine, imagine Faster is with The Rock. Oh, you know what? Is that okay? So is that the movie where he doesn't like using guns and he uses his hands? Is that it? Maybe I can get my phone. Where is my phone? My phone is over there. I might have to get it. But yeah, I was gonna do that. Yes, it is. And the lighting sucks. Yeah. Are you talking about Graveyard? Are you talking like a graveyard? Or are you talking about the movie that they're talking about in the comics? Because comments. Because if you're talking about the Graveyard, actually, the graveyard. There's a graveyard here over on my side of town. It's called Palm. It's called Palm Beach Mortuary. So if any of you guys want to, okay, yeah. So you're talking about the graveyard. So if there was a graveyard I was going to do it at, it was called Palm Beach Mortuary. Mortuary. So you guys can go ahead and go on Google and look that up. Um, it does get really dark at night. However, there is a section in that graveyard where I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's kind of like when they stack the bodies up and they put them they're square, square on top of another one on top of another one, and it's kind of like in this row and it kind of goes like that. And the lighting is actually really nice in there. I actually cased that whole place out at night a couple days before I was actually going to shoot the video um, where I was actually going to shoot the video, and it was well lit. It was lit well enough to where I didn't have to bring an external lighting source. So I really do want to do it at night, man. And now it seems like in Vegas because like I wanted to shoot a video today, right? And if you haven't watched the earlier part of my live stream, I woke up, it was raining, it was windy again, um, and it's been, guys, I swear I have plans to make videos, and every time I wake up, it is just windy, windy. It's either raining like it is today, or it's super windy to where it's like all you're gonna hear is wind noise. And no matter if I put a dead cat on my mic, you're still gonna pick it up. And I don't want to spend the time and the effort trying to edit out that sound in post because like at the end of the day, I still won't be able to get it all, and I want to make sure that at least the audio is good. If the video quality sucks a little bit, okay, I can compromise on video quality a little bit, although I don't want to. That's why I shoot in 4K all the time. But like the audio, I feel like audio is super super important, especially when like making video because we can all close our eyes and still hear unless you're deaf. But I mean, you said do a video at Zach Bargain's haunted museum. Hell no, dude. Dude, have you been there? Because I bought tickets, and I went, and it was creepy. You know, I don't know if any of you guys believe in ghosts or spirits and stuff like that, but I didn't want to go into some of those rooms that he had in there because I watch a lot of horror movies. I love horror movies, and like The Haunting in Connecticut, and there's you said you hadn't been there, but you want to, and then Brenlin said graveyards in Ireland are like out of horror films. Expect to see zombies for sure, dude. I can only imagine, man. I can only imagine, but I bet they look beautiful. I bet it's all nice and green, and there's probably like some trees around or something. Like here in Vegas, if you die in Vegas and you get buried in Vegas, this is what's going to happen. You're either going to get cremated or you're going to get buried if the family can afford a burial, and then you're just going to be stuck in the ground in some dirt. Like I don't know. the graveyards are nice here. I mean, they look all right, but it's like there's certain ones that like around town, especially by Rancho High School. I forget. I think it's Washington and Owens. There's a massive graveyard over there, guys, and there is just homeless lined up all along the sides. So, and I'm sure at night they they go in there and they try to sleep, which I get it, and they probably pee and poop on the graves. I would hope not, but it's like, uh, yeah, you said the nicer the cemetery, the more expensive. Honestly, you said they're spooky old places, old and decaying. No kidding, dude. That sounds like some what's that one movie called where the graveyard they built something on a graveyard. Uh, Poltergeist. Dude, that sounds like some poltergeist stuff right there. And that's another thing. Like I would love to go to a graveyard and do it, and then like I was thinking about it. I was like, man, what if I'm doing some poltergeist stuff? You know what I mean? Like what if they don't want me here and then they follow me back home and something happens? Cuz are they? Dude, I can only imagine in Mexico. You know what? I've been to Cozumel, Mexico. I've been to Cozumel, Mexico once, and I thought it was cool. It was for a cruise. It was way back in the day, guys. I mean, we're talking fifth, sixth grade, if I can remember correctly. And so we went to Cozumel, and I remember my cousin. Um, he uh, he lives up in Washington. He's a surgeon. He's really cool. He's really tall. I mean, he's like 6'7", tall guy. But he tried a poncho on out there in Cozumel, Mexico, and he got lice. He got lice. Yes, he got lice. It was crazy. I was like, damn. He said, "Yep, now you got it. Old country, old churches, etc." You know, there's a couple old churches. There's actually a place in Vegas I would really love to go and shoot a video, and it's like an old ghost town. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. If I can find the time and if the weather is acting right, I will go over there and uh you know what, man? I have no idea. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like a live stream, it's just random. Plus, like I have topics like I want to talk about, and I think I was talking about this last night. If you guys didn't catch my live stream like early this morning, like at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, uh, I have ideas that like I have a list, right? And I have this notebook right here, actually, and it's full of just I mean, it's full of just like ideas and things. Well, I mean, the whole notebook isn't full. I mean, I just started using it, but I I have like topics and stuff like I want to talk about, and then all of a sudden I'll see a comment and I'll be like, oh, that reminds me of this, and then I'll start talking about that. So it's kind of funny how it happens. But I actually ordered some samples. We can get back on to fragrances. So I actually ordered some samples from Scentbird, and let me talk about Scentbird real quick, guys. I ordered these samples. I kid you not. I ordered these samples like 4 weeks ago, maybe 5 weeks ago, and they just got here last week. And the first time I ordered from Scentbird, it didn't take that long. It took maybe a week or two. And that was it. Yeah, but this time they took forever. I was like emailing them. I was like, hey guys, like, uh, you know, um, what's going on with these samples? But I finally got them in. We'll talk about those samples in a second. Bren Lynch said, "Yeah, the OG Encre Noir for sure." Yes, true. Smells like a old church, like rotting wood, wet, moist wood. Um, I like the Alex Strim a lot better, just because it's heavier, and I feel like it lasts a little bit longer. But yes, dude, good point, man. I totally agree with what you have to say right there. So the samples I got from Scentbird, because next week I'm actually going to be gone. I'm going to be going up to Montana. So if you guys have never been to Montana before, if you've never seen what Montana looks like, it is so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm super excited to get a lot of great footage for you guys up there. just because I know it's going to be snowing. There is an old church up there, and I'm excited to get. I want to at least make like 2 videos up there. But anyway, before I get off topic, and what time is it? It is 12:49 p.m. here in Las Vegas, so I have to get ready to go to work soon. But anyway, I want to go over um, some samples that I got from Scentbird, but I don't have the actual sample vials here with me. I just have the cards. I haven't sniffed any of these yet. So if you guys have smelled some of these, let me know. So I guess the first one is called Baroni, and it is. Let's see, what does it say? It says bergamot, pink pepper, patchouli, saffron, and broxin. So um, I don't know. It says legends are loved, rich, vibrant, long lasting, as elegant as the perfect tuxedo, and just as sexy. Baroni Eau de Parfum Intense is a scent that marks your presence with a unforgettable trail because it becomes part of who you are. That's crazy. You know what? If it becomes part of who I am, if I don't like the way this smells, I don't want it to become a part of me. That would just be weird. But I don't know. Have you guys ever tried it? You said you got the Eau de Parfum. It's really nice. So, okay. All right. Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Chris Collins, Danesse Sauvage, right? From Scentbird. I'm sure, I don't know. Can you get, is it backwards for you guys? I don't know. But anyway, it says Cognac Accord, and I'll read it for you guys, all right? I actually like doing this. Cognac Accord, plum, black pepper, vanilla, and oud. And it says Chris Collins, Denis Sauvage, wild, seductive, intoxicating. The booze and spiciness of the scent has the power to bewitch. A blend of plum, cognac, and chili notes will envelop you in a mystery and charm, leaving others feeling drunk off your presence. That would be a bad thing for my job. You know what? If I wear this to my job and people are feeling drunk off of my presence, there would be a lot of dead people. Let me tell you that right now. Um, but I think I smelled Chris Collins. There was a one I did a first impressions on when I first made this channel, and um, I think it was something oud, right? And I thought that was pretty packed. To be honest with you, didn't last very long, but I thought it was really good. Let's see here. You said, "Oh, nice. I haven't been, but now it's really beautiful up there." It is very beautiful. You gotta go, and you gotta visit. You gotta visit Yellowstone National Park, and in the springtime, in the summertime, which is I would recommend going up there in the summertime. Uh, there is a place called Lewis and Clark Caverns. You have to go see that. You have to. I'm going up there next week, and I wish I could see it, but it's going to be snowing up there, and it's going to be closed. It's going to be too cold to go in there. And you said, "Oh, got the EDP. It's real nice." And then Tony said, "Chris Collins is fire." This is going to be the second one I've smelled from Chris Collins, so um, I think they're pretty fire, to be honest. From what I've smelled so far, I've only smelled one. And then Bren Lynch, you said nope is fine. Okay. And then Tony said he has one called African Rubies. It's so good. That one actually sounds fire. African Rubies. Um, I know a ruby is really expensive in real life, I'm sure. So that's cool. And then Julio said, my scent of the day is Mas Milano Tango and Triumph of Baracus combo. How is that layer, dude? That must be crazy good. And I haven't smelled any of those yet. So I did see Tango on a retailer for, and it was gone, guys. I mean, it was a steal. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it was going for like $120. So I don't know if that's a really good like steal for that fragrance for 100 ml, guys. Yes, 100 ml. And then my scent of the day, Julio, is Monsieur Musk. Um, Rainy day today, I figured it would be perfect to wear that fragrance. Very soothing and calming, and just like how rain is, it's very soothing and calming to me. Um, and let's see, Bren Lynch said the rubies is on my to get list, so it must be good. It must be good. Okay. Favorite PDM fragrance. Um, my favorite Parfums de Marly fragrance is Eau Douane. All right, it is Eau Douane. However, I will say, because I have Leighton and I also have Ojuan. Those are the only two I own from the house, full bottles of. Um, Leighton gets me more compliments than Ojuan. However, Ojuan, I feel like it's a dessert gourmand. Smells kind of like a cinnamon. I don't know how to pronounce this word, guys. It's called like a baklava or something like that. It is so good. It is a beast projector for like the first like 3 hours, and then like after that, it settles really close to the skin, but it lasts all day long. And then Leighton, guys, Leighton is crazy. Leighton, I will say this: if anything, um, Leighton ladies just will not stop sniffing you. I mean, a girl had her nose all up on my neck. I can't stop. I can't stop. Seriously, guys, I'm not hyping it up. I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't really think it smells that good, but it smells great. It's a cardamom bomb, and when I went to go see that new James Bond movie, and that was actually the first time I wore it, and I went to go see it with my father. So it has kind of like a special place in my collection because of that. But yeah, that's my favorite PDM fragrance is PDM Ojuan, and I'm not decanting any of that out. I will not sell it. I love that fragrance so much. That's actually the most expensive fragrance I've ever bought. I actually paid almost full retail for that one because I loved it so much, and I didn't want to wait for it to pop up on a discounter. So, yeah. Um, you said Bren Lynch. You said Tangle is superb. I got to get a sample of it. And then Tony says, you need to try Disco by Zernell Gillies. I have no idea what that is, but you know what? I'm gonna add that to my notes for sure, man. And then you said Tony also said he said my favorite PDM is Latent Exclusive. So I have a question for you, man. So Latent Exclusive that has oud in it, right? So it's a little darker. If is it as spicy kind of? Uh, so I really would like to get a sample of that one. Latent exclusive. I actually want to try all their exclusives. And Tony, I don't know if you know this, but at Dillard's, the one in Summerlin, they actually have a PDM uh, boutique, so you can go smell all of the Parfums de Marley fragrances, and anyone else who wants to come to Vegas, they have PDM Layton or Parfums de Marley, the house here, so you can sniff pretty much their whole entire collection. The one I really want to get next from PDM, and then I'll get back to the comments, is what is it? PDM Hobdon. I want to get Hobdon. I love the way Hobdon smells. To me, it smells kind of like a Habibi Embrace by Habibi New York. I love the way that one smells. I only have a sample of Embrace by Habibi New York. I used to own Desert Oud, but then I sold it because I got a lot of negative feedback, and that was early on in my day. And I used to care a little bit about what other people thought. Now I don't care at all. I will wear the nastiest Oud barnyard to wherever, and I don't care. Let's see here. You said Julio says, oh, and then yeah, Julio says, tell Luna you said hi. I will tell Luna that you said hello. Luna had to go to the vet today, and we don't know what's wrong with her right now. And anybody who just joined in and wants to know who Luna is the little dog, the little Chihuahua. So if you go on my community pet tab, she is the dog that I took a picture with the Acqua de Joe Profundo. Yeah, Profumo. My bad. I keep getting the names mixed up. Profumo, Profundo. I don't know. You know, but I will. Yeah, we don't know what's wrong with her. She seems like she's in pain, but um, they ran blood on her, so we're still awaiting the results. But Brenlin says I really like PDM Kuin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know what? I'm gonna look that one up too. Is that the one in the red bottle? And Julio says, my favorite PDM is Kalan. I don't know what that one is either. Is that one in the red bottle, guys? I have no idea. all their bottles look the same, but just with a different color. Tywear says, I just got my bottle of Carlisle by PDM last week and it's beautiful. However, it's more of a fall winter fragrance. Yes, Carlisle is it. You know what? It is good. I will say it is really good. I don't really find that it lasts that long though. In my opinion, it smells really, really similar to Mancero's Red Tobacco when it dries down completely. But Red Tobacco lasts a lot longer and it's a lot cheaper. However, the PDM Carlisle, it's higher quality for sure, but it just doesn't last that long. In my honest, when I tested it out, but I do think I think it really does smell good for sure. And we were going back and forth in the comment section. There is a lot of patchouli in that one, which is really beautiful. Patchouli is one of my favorite notes in a fragrance, by the way. And Ty Ware said was looking to get Percival or Leighton next. Honestly, I would say get Leighton. I would say get Leighton. I mean, I didn't. It lasts. It will limp you through an 8-hour day for sure. But that one smells great. If you like cardamom, you're gonna love Leighton. And Tony says the one at Galleria Mall. Yes. Or is it the Galleria Mall? I don't know what that mall is called, man, but it's the one in downtown Summerlin. It's the one in downtown Summerlin. If it's called the Galleria Mall, then it's the Galleria Mall. But um, yeah. Let's see here. And then Brinlin said also PDM Darley is a gentleman type of old school, my age showing. Uh, how old are you, man? How old are you? Uh, are you in your 60s? Because that would be cool. Um, man, it's okay, man. Let that age show, man. Uh, and then let's see here. Tony says Callan is the red bottle. Yes, I think Checkmate was telling me about that. One of my subscribers. He always be commenting on my videos, which is cool. He says that it's spicy, kind of musky or something like that. I haven't smelled that one yet, so I really do want to get my nose on it. Next time I'm in downtown Summerlin, I'm gonna go check that one out at their little pop up site. You know what I mean? Brenlin says, "Damn it, hope she is okay. Hate it when pets fall ill." Coolin is the brown bottle. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a brown PDM before. Maybe I didn't try their whole line when I was down there at the Dillards. I think she's okay. You know what, Luna? This is the thing with Luna, guys. All right, Luna is a princess. All right, and she loves attention, just like any woman. They love attention, and since Luna is a female dog, I think it runs. I think it goes, you know what I mean, in dogs and in women. I think like female dogs and in women, I think they're like the same, you know what I mean? They love attention. And so she'll I don't know. She hasn't whined this much though. And today when I was eating my muffin, she was just whining like crazy. And then like I'd pet her and she'd stop and she'd look at me. I have a video. I think I'm gonna post it on my Instagram or something like that. I think it's hilarious. But she doesn't look like she's in pain and she seems happy, so I'm not really concerned. I mean, I am a little bit, but I mean, I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna lose any sleep at night over it. I think she's just acting up. I think she just wants attention. And then Bren Lynch or Tony says, "Oh, okay, it's called Downtown Summerlin Mall." I did not know that, guys. I used to live up there in Summerlin for 3 years, almost about 3 years, and I had no idea it was called Downtown Summerlin Mall. I knew it was called Downtown Summerlin, but I didn't know that was the mall that was called Downtown. And Brennan, she says 60 on the nose. Congratulations, man. Uh, man, I always wonder. I always wonder what it was like back then. I always wondered what it was like back then. I mean, with all the technology and stuff, I'm sure you've seen, technology just go crazy, over the past 20, 30 years of your life. That must have been crazy, especially with transportation, technology, cell phones, medical, um, medicine, and with the legalization of weed or cannabis over the past couple of years. I mean, it's got to be crazy. And I'm assuming that you do not live in the states, so it might be different over there where you're at. And Tony says, "Have you ever smelled BDK tobacco rose? People love it, but I think it smells like pickle juice." I've never smelled BDK tobacco rose. Is that the one in the red bottle? I think he's called the perfume guy. I think he was hyping it up or something like that. And those bottles are kind of like the slim bottles, you know. And Tyware says, "Would you recommend Aqua de Joe Profumo or Profumo for someone who's 20?" Oh man, look, I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not really into the Aqua di Joe line. I smelled the majority of the Aqua di Joes, but I don't remember exactly how each other one smelled like. I will say though, the one that I have, like I'm borrowing this bottle from my friend because he wants a review. I will say that Profumo, this is Profumo. Yes, Profumo. It's a fresh, spicy, aquatic, marine type of smell, but it is very mature. So you said who is 20? You're 20 years old, okay? Um, dude, I think it would suit you, man. I look, just because you're 20 years old doesn't mean that you got to find a like youngerish type of smelling fragrance. I mean, this doesn't smell young. I mean, it smells very mature, very classy for sure. It does. Like this just smells of, I don't know, just smells of maturity, honestly, especially in the opening. And then as it dries down, it gets a little bit aquatic, but you can smell the aquatics from the atomizer here. But you said you think oh, so yeah, man. Honestly, try it out, man. I don't know if you've tried it out. I'm talking to Tyware now. I don't know if you've ever tried it out, or if you can sample it for sure. I'm not really into designers, but I kind of like it. I've only worn it once though, so I've only given it one full wearing. It lasts 5 6 hours or 6 7 hours, and it projects really heavily for like the first hour, and then after about 3 hours, I really couldn't smell it anymore. But people were telling me that they could smell me, and like I smelled fire. So you know what I mean? I don't know. I thought it smelled. I thought it smelled okay. I think Profumo is more of like a summer deal. It's a more of like a summer fragrance for sure. Aquatic. But I think it smells good, man. I would say sample them. If you can go to a mall and sample that whole line, sample them. I do think that that one smells great though, but it is discontinued. Um, so yeah, man. Hopefully you like that answer, bro. If you have any more questions, just let me know, man. I'm reading the comments now. So Tony says he likes Profumo better, and Julio says BDK to Back Rows is a masterpiece. Um, it sounds pretty good. I don't know about that rose note though, man. Does it smell masculine? Is it a masculine rose? And Tony says, I think Profundo smells like a sweaty locker room, but that's my uh, opinion. I have never smelled Profundo, so I can't speak on that. But I believe you, man, for sure. Brenlin says some would say commer restorations. Yeah, tech came like a freight train in the late 80s and passed me by in the 2000 big time. I still got a foot solid in the 20th century. That's good, man. Uh, technology changes every 6 months, I feel like I used to be really great with computers, and then all the new stuff that came out, like I don't even really know how to work things anymore. So I remember when I first got this computer, the MacBook. Like I'm a Windows guy normally, so when I first got the MacBook, uh, dude, I sat at a table for 10 hours straight trying to figure out what am I doing, because it has like this trackpad and you use like the your three fingers to like swipe. because normally like I'm an Android guy. So I switched to the iPhone about like 2 years ago, and then now I have the MacBook. So I'm kind of like in their ecosystem now. And I was sat at this table for 10 hours plus trying to figure out what am I doing with this because, like I said, it's completely different than a Windows. Um, and you got to swipe, and there's different commands, and the I'm used to like an enter key, but it says return. So I guess that's the enter key on here, and then you have a command and you have a command instead of I don't know what does it say on the Windows computers. I have no idea, but Tony says Julio, I want to like it to back rows, but it's just not for me. Tony also says Profumo you can use year round. Profundo is just a summertime. Profumo. I guess, man. I gotta try those. And then Julio says it's okay. Random frags. I forgive you. I love the way Julio speaks, man. It's all capitals, man. You have your own language, bro. You should like write a Tim McGraw book and have language, Julio language or whatever, and all capitals and stuff like that. It's funny. And Bren Lynch says, I really think tech is evolving quicker than our brains, so something's gonna give, I fear. Something, man. Like it's gonna be some kind of like AI or something. I think Elon Musk was talking about that, or he's creating something, especially with like the technology with like the self-driving vehicles. That stuff is crazy. The self-driving stuff, that's crazy. Um, See catching people in accidents, and I don't know. They have a convention here. It's called the the uh, Navita convention. And if you guys come to this convention, it's a lot of cars and new cars, and Dodge, Ford. But what's really doing it now is they're trying to improve on um, the electric car thing now. So as you can see, like if you live in the states, then you know that like California or California, that's kind of what I call it now. They banned the sale of gasoline combustible engines by like 2035 or something like that. So hopefully the infrastructure is there in California to support the electric cars. But then also it's like, where are they going to get all that energy? Like on the grid, they use coal to create energy and stuff like that. Obviously, there's wind. Obviously, there's solar. Obviously, there's water. But like here in Vegas, the Hoover Dam, which we have water turbines that create a lot of power for Nevada, and uh, it's the Colorado River is, I mean, it's running low. I mean, we never get rain, and like today it rained, so thank you for that. But I mean, it probably only added a couple centimeters on top if it even rained over there a lot. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. The global warming and stuff like that, and whatever it's called, I don't know. It's not like I don't believe in it, but I think they're over exaggerating a little bit. Cause like I feel like the United States, because I can only talk about my country. I don't. It's got to be a progression. You know what I mean? It can't just all of a sudden just be bam. You know what I mean? Just green and electric, and there's not even enough charging stations. I know right now for like my job, they're gonna slowly phase out the diesel engine. Slowly, I mean, probably over the course of maybe 60 years. So by that time, probably I'm gonna be dead. Hopefully. Um, Well, I mean, if I can still like take care of myself and wipe my butt, then maybe I wouldn't want to die. But like, if I'm decrepit and I'm in like a nursing home, and I don't want kids, so my kid, if I was to have a kid, you know what I mean, they'd probably just dump me off at like a nursing home or something. Then yeah, I'd probably just kill me now, But what was I talking about? Um, yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna phase out the diesel engine so slowly, but like especially on a school bus, because I primarily work on school buses, guys, right? And school buses are very heavy. They're very heavy vehicles. There's a lot of big components on a school bus: brakes, tires, the frame, seats. I mean, the tech in there nowadays, and I just don't see. they're already heavy as it is. So when you put battery cells, it's gonna make the car even heavier. And I just don't know. I don't know. The range on those things too, they suck. So it's like I don't know how exactly that's gonna work. And here in Las Vegas, like we do a lot of well, I don't, but like bus drivers, they will, or the school buses and how they do their routing and stuff like that. The special education kids, they just curb to curb. So they go curb like house to house, right? And general ed, they're in the longer buses. We call them 80 packs. They're Thomas's, and they go to a general location like a bus stop, and the kids meet them there, and then the kids hop on the bus, and then they take them to school and stuff. Um, so I don't see like if they do eventually switch them to electric, um, I don't really see how that's gonna fare very well, especially with like the curb to curb, because the range on those things are already trash, and then of course the bus weighs a lot. So then you're not even accounting for weather, wind, rain, snow. There's a couple buses that go up the mountain every day, and when I say go up the mountain, I'm talking Mount Charleston. It's probably snowing up there already, so expect to see a video with some snow and some trees soon. But let me talk about this last sample from Scentbird I got, and then I'll probably hop off the live because I gotta get to going to work here soon. And this is another one that I was really looking forward to, and that's why I was getting antsy when Scentbird took forever sending me a sample, my samples, right? It's Historias de Parfum 1725. Really, really excited for this because I own 1740 by 1740 Marquise de Sade by Historias de Parfum. I absolutely love that fragrance. Very high quality. Smells really good. Lasts all day. Kind of dries down to a creme brulee vanilla type of deal. Lots of patchouli in there. But this one says it has. So I don't know if it's reversed, so you guys can actually read that. But it has lavender, vanilla, almond, licorice, and star anise. And I'll read this little paragraph for all of you. So it says Casanova spicy citrus honors history's greatest lover, as bright grapefruit and bergamot meets a whip of black licorice over a heart of well-heeled lavender and smoky star anise. Vanilla, amber, and cedar fuse into a sweet, tangy dry down. I think that's kind of corny, but we'll see if it really lives up to the hype. Um, yeah, I'm excited. But look, guys, I appreciate you stopping in, saying what's up in the live stream. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I'm really running out of time. I gotta get to going to work here in the next like 35 minutes. So hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Julio. I appreciate you, Tony. I appreciate you, Brian Lynch. I appreciate you, Tyware, and everybody else who stopped in and said hello. You guys have kept me company, and I really appreciate you. And Stacks, I don't know if you're watching this live right now, but hey, man, I appreciate you. And look, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I might do another live stream tonight. It's gonna be 12. It's probably gonna be like 12 o'clock in the morning. Uh, I think I'm in Pacific Standard Time. So right now, currently, it is 1:18 p.m. Uh, where I'm at right now. So I'm just letting you guys know when I get off work, that's when I have like the most time to kind of just relax. And obviously, I like think about a whole bunch of stuff when I'm at work. And then like there's a lot of things I do want to talk about, but they not necessarily there might they it might not necessarily be like fragrance related. Oh, Pumpkin Spice Scales. What's up, dude? Yeah, man. I'm sorry, bro. I've been live for like an hour and 23 minutes, bro. If you're a bro, if you're a girl, I'm sorry. Like I was talking about in but um, you said, all right, brother. See you on Friday. Yes, Tony. We are gonna meet up on Friday, and please, I will let me know if Tony, if you're still watching this, let me know on Instagram if you see something in my collection. Let me know because I will actually bring samples for you, and I want you to smell some stuff. And Brenlin says, I agree. Go out with your boots on. It's better to live as long as you can, not simply exist in misery. I see so much of it in my profession. It is so sad to see some folks just hanging on with meds. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. man, this generation, they self-medicate so much, and it ends in overdoses and stuff like that. And you said, I'm a bro, bruh. Okay, dude, look, brother, I I was talking about this in my others thing, like on my analytics, all right? And I'll say this and then I'll get off, okay? Guys, I promise. Um, I can't see like if pumpkin spice scales, right? So it doesn't say your gender. It doesn't say male or female. And so look, man. So look, bro. I apologize. Okay. So I find it funny, and just like in my analytics, guys, sometimes it'd be like, a certain percentage of males watch my videos, a certain percentage of females watch my videos, and then a certain percentage of not specified watches my videos. So maybe they just didn't specify, or they don't want to specify, or whatever. But I think it's always interesting. And then also with the age ranges and stuff like that, like um, exactly, bro. That's what I was talking about. No worries, no one can tell just from scales. So, uh, see you later, Bren Lynch. It's always a pleasure as well. Look, guys, I'm probably gonna hop off here, but let me finish my one point. Um, Anoy Patel, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Um, there's a lot of things that like I think about, right? And I want to talk about. And I really feel like it would help, especially like the younger guys out here, and especially with the way the world is now, and with dating and stuff like that. I think I have really good insight, and I can maybe fuse it with some fragrance, but maybe I'll do that on my other channel. My other channel is called Dr.Goo's Unusual Life, and you can find it on my profile. And you click there, and you'll see my car that I drive with the tint. I have like murdered tint with the front windshield tinted up to 5% because I like my privacy and stuff like that. But I'm gonna hop off because see, you guys got me talking. But look, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you later. Thank you everybody who was watching and you're kicking it with me. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'm trying to think of trying to make another video, but it's windy, it's raining. So, but look, I'll catch you later. Thank you everybody for joining in, and yeah, I'll see you later, guys. You know what I mean? So, peace. Oh wait, was it gel? Who knew? All good. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining. I'm your host, Dr. Goo. Thank you so much for watching Loc'd. Yeah, peace. Peace out.